Alrighty, it's another day. It's time to go deeper into this horrible, horrible place full of dwarves and darkspawn. And hey, dwarves, you wanna be friendly? They don't want to be friendly. Okay, well, let's make a mess of things. Charge! It's very fun to just charge through the middle of the group like that. About to pummel some fools, guys. It's really in your best decision to just sort of wander off somewhere else and not fight me right now. This is not going to end well for you at all. Oh well. We win already? Oh, one more left. That's pretty much what you should have expected. You silly, silly creatures. Oh, there's an... oh.
How long are you gonna be in Orlais, do you think?
As long as this weird shit is going on, at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do. You know your family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not gonna kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
It said, a different kind of darkspawn? Question mark was a new codex entry. But then it didn't show up. That's frustrating. That's like the second time this happened, I think. I think this time, that sounds interesting enough though that I'm gonna try to find it. I just don't know where to find it. I'll see you guys in a bit. I think I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in the codex for a moment here. Alright, I actually found a different darkspawn here in the codex entries for letters and notes, which I didn't really notice before, but I guess that is a category, and it looks like I have about less than half of them. The journal, penned by an unknown writer, appears to be quite old, with many of its pages damaged by water and dust. The entries that can be read all appear to be about 20 years old. We finally found Amok alive in that passage. Still can't believe it. The only reason I didn't stop digging is because he had the key to the cache. But, after 2 weeks, I was expecting to find it on his corpse. What story does he come up with? That he was found by a darkspawn of all things. A talking darkspawn. Polite as you please, who fed him, and gave him water, and have evidently chatted with him about the surfacers. I don't know what Amok is thinking coming up with a story like that, but he swore by the stone it was all the truth. Crazy as it sounds, I know Amok, and he's not. And he's got the imagination of a dull hammer. Why would he make something like that up? Reminds me of a story my grandsire used to tell about something his grandsire did. About what his grandsire did. Said he once came up upon a group of 3 darkspawn in the deeper roads, each twice the size of any dwarf, bigger than humans even, and dressed up like kings. He watched from the shadows and said they talked, like people, about things he couldn't understand, a city gone black. And they blamed each other for things that could barely be remembered for what? My man was like that, never remembered the slight, just that she was angry. Story goes that they attacked each other, and one ran off while the second choked the third to death and then ate him. Don't know about darkspawn having talking kings, never mind polite ones that give you food and tea, but maybe Amok met one of them. There's strange things in the deeper roads after all, things that shapers can't even recall. As if smuggling wasn't dangerous enough. That's interesting right there, because that seems like someone like Corypheus. These creatures that seem to basically be darkspawn, but they're still fully like sentient and aware of their surroundings and stuff like that, and that has all sorts of suggestions to add on, but let's just keep pressing deeper here. Hello friends. I don't suppose we could just get along. No? Alright, just gonna do some nice long-range taunting at you guys. Hello friends. Charge. There we go, that should get a lot of them aggroed on me. Now it's just gonna start. Oh, you think you can use a shield, do you? Shield bust. Oh, shit. His barrier's up. I need to fix that. Let's get those defenses down. There we go. Oops, did I accidentally change target, or did he move? What happened there? Oh, he died. Weird. Okay. I switched to Vivian because I was trying to take care of his barrier, because that pesky barrier causes all sorts of problems if you're trying to actually destroy somebody. Go. How's this guy going? Oh, this guy's got barrier. Oh, he's dead. He died with the barrier. Unfortunately, the barrier is only guarding his corpse. Oh. It's like, what is it? Varric's about to go down. If we don't get him up. Looks like Vivian or Solus must have bubbled him, though, so we're fine. Having 2 mages around for bubble seems like pretty much the best case scenario for party composition. They leave it open for you to pick anything for your 4 different classes, because you can have 3 classes, but 4 slots. And they leave it up to you to pick what the 4th one is, because they seem to make it almost mandatory to pick the 3 obvious classes for the first 3 slots. But out of all the possible people, I feel like the best possible 4th slot has to be a mage. Because as far as I can tell, mages just have more immediate usefulness than any, like, a second rogue would add. So that's the way we came in, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll check this. Is this a side path, or is this a forward path? Nope. It's very broken. Although, Varric seems like... Is Varric short enough to walk through? No, invisible walls. Okay. It would have been funny if Varric just fit through. It's like, this seems like a job for a dwarf. That's the hidden utility that Gimli had in Lord of the Rings that no one really mentioned out loud because they didn't want to sound racist. Because that's what the people of Lord of the Rings are known for, is their penchant for being as PC as possible. Sure. That's why there's no black people. All the black people are orcs. That is a weird thing about fantasy and sci-fi, is that they always wanted to have the other races look different from the normal people. So they would always cast like black people to be like, alright, you're the aliens in Star Trek, we'll call you Klingons. And then you're like, and now you're all the monsters in Lord of the Rings, we'll call you orcs. And it's like, they're just black people in makeup. They're so consistently black people too. It's really a little awkward. Can I please loot this? It's not gonna let me loot this? If I jump up here, will it let me loot it? Yes, it will. Weird. Keen machete. Can I break it? Now it's floating. Now it's a floating loot. Why would they put the loot on top of an object you can destroy? That's silly. Loot. And obviously there's the key that they want me to grab. Ring of flanking. Let's grab the key.
There you are. You won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
You were the one who leaked the Tig's location.
It's not like that. Not entirely. Shit. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to help your brother, don't you? I just wanted to figure it out.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this woman, Jonica. She seemed really eager to help with my research. So I gave her a key.
Janica? The warden who was trying to control Corypheus? Maker's breath. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric.
She was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. She was more than a little obsessed with him.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
You couldn't have known what would happen.
Mafarath's balls, she couldn't. I told her exactly how bad this shit was. I told her to keep away from it.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Well, that's an evocative image. Do we still have more to do, or do we just leave? Is that it? We all done here? Really? Really? That was it? Whoopsie. I chose an awkward place to cut off the episode and upload, because I was about 1 minute away from finishing the entire quest line, apparently. Alright, let's just head back upstairs then. I guess we'll head back to town to talk to Varric, and then from there, I think I'm gonna grab Cassandra and Blackwall and Dorian, and we're gonna try to complete some of these quests in the area that are related to them.
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the tag. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Ooh! I actually have no idea what that is. Can I... Is there a button I pressed to... Oh! That's not it. There we go. Peerless. Oh. That's just the Inquisition hitting the rank 10. And here I thought that there was like a cool... Here I thought there was some sort of cool thing happening because I made friends with Varric or something. Does he have anything else to say to me?
Inquisition.
Need something?
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
How do you know Bianca? The lady, I mean, not the crossbow.
I met her years ago when she still lived in Kirkwall, and I was looking for someone with, mechanical skills. Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant smith you'll ever meet. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Bianca is married. Somehow I thought that the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas. Surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil collection. The perfect husband. I heard the wedding was lovely. The one Bianca actually showed up for, anyway.
All right, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
What makes the Merchants Guild such a danger to her?
Well, to be fair, it's more of a danger to me. Technically, we're not supposed to be within 300 leagues of one another. If it got back to the guild that we were seen together, they'd freeze my assets and then have me killed. Maybe not in that order.
What in the world did you do to cause that?
We almost started a clan war. Does it matter? I can't change it now.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
I guess that's it for now.
Sure. I'll be here.
That does kind of make me wonder just how old Varric is. Anyway, I have one thing on my quest line here. I have this. It says, a timely... Oh wait, that's not the one I'm looking for. Where is it? Fucking... There's so many... There we go. Promise of destruction. Cassandra has a reason to believe that Corypheus is behind the disappearances of the Seekers of Truth, but she requires help to prove it. Have Colin, Liliana, or Josephine investigate the disappearance of the Seekers. I remember talking to her about that a while ago, and I never followed up on it properly, so I need to do that. I definitely need to figure out where it is on the map, first of all, so I'll get back to you guys in a moment. I need to scour the map to make sure I find which one is for the Seekers. I also got a comment that kind of spells out that one weird weird hiccup, sorry. That sort of confusing quest I have about Was it, which of the 3 people is the person you kill? Someone solved the riddle for me, basically. I'll check to see if the information's available, but I might have fucked up and just not paid attention along the way and lost access to the information. But either way, someone made a compelling argument for which one it's supposed to be. Alrighty, I found the quest. Here's locate the missing seekers. By the way, I spent my Inquisition point on increasing my bag space by 15, so now I can carry 75 items instead of 60. There's probably some cooler things I could have spent it on, but frankly, I'm getting frustrated having to deal with having 60 inventory slots. So I like the ability of having more, so I don't have to deal with full bags all the time. It's kind of irritating. Locate the missing seekers. Here is the quest from Cassandra. The attack on Haven showed that Corypheus corrupted and controlled the Templar Order. This should have been impossible under the watch of her fellow Seekers, but they, and particularly Lord Seeker Lucius, are nowhere to be found. Have they vanished, or, as Cassandra believes, was something done to them? With effort, the truth may come to light. Liliana. So Cullen is not going to do this mission at all. Meanwhile, Josephine, someone must have attacked these Seekers or given them safe harbor. I mean, someone must have seen these Seekers or given them safe harbor, entice them with a reward, and leads will follow. Josephine, the Seekers... I mean, Liliana, Jesus, my brain's melting inside of my head. Liliana, the Seekers have many secret hideaways, according to Cassandra. These would be the first places the agents should search. The question is, would they hide in places that Cassandra knows about, or would they intentionally avoid those locations because she knows? It's hard to say. That said, just searching... Josephine doesn't even seem to have a specific target, though. She seems to be looking everywhere in general, and just throw money at some people, and maybe someone will have an idea. So I'm gonna go with Liliana, who's at least using some inside information from Cassandra. We'll see if that helps out. Alright, so let's check in on any of the things that are completed now. They're all back in Orlais. Exclamation point. Here's the part where, what is it? We had a town being attacked by Darkspawn. We fought off the Darkspawn, and then we spread out to find their source, and then mercenaries from Marquis Buffon, this piece of shit, attacked us, and then we decided to go after her to deal with their problems. So we're going after them for attacking us at this point. Inquisitor says to Liliana's scouts were able to find a path for the Grey Wardens through the mountains. The Wardens were able to avoid most of the demons and saved most of their strength. As a result, we have located Marquis Buffon's secret stronghold deep in the Gummaron Peaks. The Grey Wardens continue to fight bravely, but they have suffered many losses. I recommend deploying them with care, lest we lose them entirely. Lieutenant Suzanne Klosek. 30 influence. Not bad. I don't know if there's any that could have gotten any better, so I think that's probably decent results for that scenario. A friend in Carinus. These names are just the most crazy stuff. This is our little Dorian mission we were following up on, so... My Lord Inquisitor, considerable as your support has been, I'm saddened to report that my motion died on the Senate floor. Although I am hardly surprised, my fellows in the Magisterium don't enjoy the thought of having their freedom, quote-unquote, limited in any fashion. That was, however, hardly the point of the motion. It was a statement that needed to be made, and your support allowed me to make it far louder and clearer than I would ever have on my own, so I thank you. With any luck, this will draw support from those who feel as I do. It will also draw fire from the Venatori cultists still in the shadows, but I say let them come. I will not back down in the face of such fools. I am sending along a few things which I hope will aid in your efforts, and I will see what more I can drum up. Give my love to Dorian. The poor boy is such a hothouse orchid. I was like, at first I was like, Orchio? It's not always easy to read this all caps font. The poor boy is such a hothouse orchid. He must be wilting in the cold. Magister Mervis Tilani. Got a staff blade. Not bad. There's definitely worse things to find. Interesting though that our motion failed. I'm curious whether that always happens, whether everyone fails or if I chose poorly and failed as a result. Red Jenny and the Bad Goods. The planned caravan tipped by Sarah's friends was abandoned at our blockade. The organizers have disappeared. There's no doubt it was intended for the enemy. Yes! I chose very well. A simple blockade's all we needed to do because they were up to no good. And we got an Amulet of Power as a reward. My guess would be it's probably an amulet of power specifically for Sarah, which is not bad to have, because she's definitely more immediately useful to me than Varric. But, man, we're getting a lot of amulets of powers. Always different characters, though, right? I don't think I've gotten 2 for the same character yet. I don't think... Maybe, I don't know. I might have gotten 2 for the Inquisitor and forgotten. Hey, that's completed. Oh, and it's one of those ones that stays on the map. I don't know what that means. Sometimes some of them stay on the map and sometimes some of them don't. I wonder if that means that they're going to be followed up on later? But anyway, we're going for identify the Venatori agent. So, let's see. So I could send Liliana after the Ben Hesrath. I can say eliminate the Bard, and I can say take down the Mortalitasi. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read the comment that I got. That sort of spells. Oh, sorry, I have to awkwardly move my microphone for this. So, I got a comment from Serene Eclipse, and he says, the identity of the Venatori agent quest gives you 2 pieces of info to start. They are the characters, the Orlesian human, the Ferelden human, an elf, a dwarf, and a Tal Vashath, and their roles, a Mortalitasi, a dragon hunter, a bard, a smuggler, and an apostate. From all of the information gathered in previous parts of the investigation, we now know that the Orlesian and the elf are the mages, with the elf being the apostate and the Orlesian being the Mortalitasi. The elf is not the Mortalitasi as stated in the quest. The Orlesian bought dragon-related ingredients from Tal Vashath, so it's safe to assume that he's the dragon hunter. As the quest states, the dwarf is not the smuggler, therefore he has to be barred because he cannot use magic. This leaves only one possibility. The Ferelden is the smuggler and your target. So I need to kill the... See, it's a human Ferelden smuggler. So I'm supposed to kill a human Ferelden smuggler. And so who do they let me go after? They say I can eliminate the bard? Oh, I can eliminate... Damn it! Okay, there I go. So my target's the smuggler, but I can't do it until Liliana's done with her mission. Well, this is just going to continue to awkwardly be left in the background again, but at least I know what to pick now. That one went completely over my head, probably because I didn't pay enough attention during earlier stages and then just moved on. Wow, yeah, I keep seeing Liliana at places, and then she's required for virtually everything. I'm just going to go ahead with all the stuff that's around here, just try to finish off this side of the map. The Tevinter Resistance. Ooh, another Dorian-related quest. Or maybe that just is the generic... Maybe Dorian's just used as the generic mission for all Tevinter missions. Probably Dorian. It's probably a Dorian mission, though. I received... Oh, it says Dorian right on the bottom. There's my answer. I received some news from Mavaris. It seems her little resistance has drawn support, just as she hoped it would. Thing is, the support comes in the form of idealistic magisters with no real power, while the ones who might see her group as a threat are the true heavy hitters. Reading between the lines, I'd say Mavaris is in for some more hot water than she lets on. She's crafty, but she could use some more help right about now, or the resistance might die on the vine. Up to you, but if you ask me, the enemies of the Venatori should be friends of ours. And I mean, any enemies of the Venatori should be friends of ours. Dorian. Josephine says, the Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with, even in Tevinter. Openly declare our support for the resistance. And Colin says, send some Templars north, disguised of course, real Templars, the sort who can disrupt magic. That should be all the help she needs. Huh. That is the thing, is like, do we establish ourselves as a source of power? We're already in opposition with Tevinter oftentimes. The question is, does me supporting her openly scare away some of her allies and make the cause worse? Meanwhile, some Templars being sent in is not a bad idea because they're anti-magic, and that's a magic-oriented kingdom. I'm gonna go with Cullen.
Inquisitor.
I don't know if it's safe to openly declare our allegiance with this little resistance movement because people may be in favor of the movement but against us, and we could be squashing the efforts by joining in there. Oh, defeat Marquis Buffon. Hello. I would love to wrap this up. Okay, so Inquisitor, we have made Marquis Floche Buffon. We have her trapped in her fortress in the Gamorden Peaks and are preparing to make a final assault. While we might earlier have ignored her transgressions in light of the greater threat to the world, it is good that we did not. Marquis Buffon's crimes go well beyond smuggling or illegal mining. She has an ally in Lady Jeanette Lagaspe, who has come with Venatori mages to defend the Marquis. The Wardens have concerns about the Venatori using blood magic or their ties to Corypheus to influence their minds, but are prepared to follow your orders. We cannot delay for long as demons in the mountains continue to harass our flanks. Please send your orders, Lieutenant Suzanne Klochek. This sounds like it might be a problem to deal with. They have mages. It might be bad to have the Grey Wardens continue at this point. It might be better to replace them with Templars if we could. But let's see what they say. Unfortunately, the Templar person might be Cullen. Cullen says, we've no choice but to send the Wardens in. They must be prepared to fight whatever the Venatori attempt. Okay, maybe Cullen's not as pro-Templar as I was thinking. Liliana, if my scouts can find an alternate entrance, the Venatori may not have time to affect the Wardens. Josephine, if the Wardens can hold off the demons for 3 days, my friend Baroness Natale de Lachac will have siege equipment there to bring down the fortress. A siege, a hidden entrance, and... I think Liliana, god damn it, everything I ever look at, I think Liliana's the right choice, don't I? I think her secret entrance might be the way to go, so I might hold off on this mission until she's ready again. Because I don't know if it's safe. I don't know if I like the idea of having them hold off for 3 days. Let's look for something closer to... Ooh, there we go. Something closer to Orlais. Anything around the annoying political sphere that is Orlais is probably a good place for Josephine, our one remaining person that we can send out on a mission. Yeah, let's see. This person probably doesn't even have anything good to do. Josephine's probably the best one for this anyway, because it's just the area. Alliances, getting things moving. Many of the nobility of our Legion capital have settled their secondary differences and are rallying behind 2 families. The Desrosiers are old money, well respected but viewed as traditional and stubborn. The Thibaults rose from a power merchant consortium and are considered new money and progressive. While the intent of both families was to rival us politically, if we declare for one of them, we may manipulate events in our favor. Lord Pien de Rosier has not asked for our allegiance, but may respect our rising might. Lady Valise Thibault speaks for her investors and is interested in forward-thinking alliances. Josephine, I can draw a number of agreements that tie us to little beyond ceremony. That will gain the initial interest of the Thibaults. That sounds like the way to go. I think I'm... Let's see. I think I would be more interested in working with the Thibaults than the de Rosiers, and having some agreements drawn up that don't actually promise anything sounds like it'd be handy to have. So I think I am going to send in Josephine, like originally hoping. There we go. So everyone is on a mission now, and most importantly, we have someone looking into Cassandra's issue down here, which has another half an hour to go, so that'll be ready for my next recording session. Now it's time, I think, for me to head back into the hinterlands. I'm going to head straight into the hinterlands, and I'm going to, let's see, we're going to bring Dorian, we're going to bring Cassandra, and we're going to bring Blackwall, because we're going to look into their... Oh, look! Hey! Varric has a nice little happy picture now. Instead of being covered in demons, he's like, hey, I like playing cards and stuff, because I'm a dwarf. I don't know why I said because I'm a dwarf. Interestingly, I don't think anyone else's pictures have changed so far. I think they've been pretty static. Iron Bull has such a weirdly brooding picture for such a not brooding character. But anyway, yeah, I'm bringing Dorian, Cassandra, and Blackwall to do their story missions. I'm hoping that the area is low enough level at this point that it won't matter that I'm using a really weird party composition, but because I'd like to be efficient and just do all their quests at once. Alright, so we have a very different party composition now. We have Dorian the Necromancer. I didn't respec anyone, it's just these characters all had points to spend, so I put them in their new specializations that cropped up. Notably, Dorian has Spirit Mark, which lets him... He can set a thing so that when this person dies, they create like a copy of themselves that fights on our side, so you can actually like turn the tide of the battle in an interesting way. When someone dies nearby, he gets a damage bonus, and he gains health and mana. And his focus ability is that he can make everyone slow down by 85%, except for the allies, of course, which is a huge advantage. Also, fear abilities. You already know Vasti. Blackwall, he's a champion, which is what Vasti's probably going to be soon. And these are some cool abilities. So, Line in the Sand creates a radius that's 6 meters, or when you upgrade it, it's 9 meters in diameter, where people can't pass you. So you create a choke point. This means that when Vasti becomes a guardian, he can grab this, or I mean a champion, and he can grab this, and he can like stand in a doorway or something and cast this, and then people have to just fight him, which is amazing for having a party full of like ranged people you're trying to protect. And then he has when people hit them, they get stunned. He has a maximum guard bonus boost. He has an armor boost, and if he's supposed to take a fatal blow, he actually instead becomes invulnerable for 5 seconds. And this can happen once per minute. And that's vital, because those few seconds could be exactly how much time he needs to chug a potion or, you know, get a barrier cast on him. So, like, having that little piece of invincibility just for a few seconds could completely turn the battle around by stopping the tank from going down during a fight. There's also Walking Fortress and stuff like that, but I didn't quite have enough points for those, and frankly, the bar is so full, I didn't necessarily... I guess this is like the one character whose bar's not completely full yet, but these passives all sounded very handy, and I wanted to grab them first. To the Death lets it be so that you taunt someone, and then your enemy takes more damage, but also deals more damage. And Walking Fortress can make you temporarily invincible. Did I do Cassandra yet? Oh yeah, Cassandra is a Templar. She gets a Dispel, which is crazy. It's a Dispel that counts as a detonator ability, and if you buff it, it does damage when dispelling barriers and stuff like that, and that's great. So Templars get Dispel just like all the mages do, so that's another source of Dispel. 10% damage bonus against demons. If she dies, I believe this means everyone in the party heals and gets a damage bonus. And then, of course, we can probably get her back up anyway. The stuff I didn't get yet, but is cool, is like every attack has a 5% chance to cause weakening. 10% resistance to all elements of magic. But what I did get, just because it sounds cool, is Wrath of Heaven. You summon down a pillar of light that stuns people and damages demons. That sounds like fun to me. We'll just see how it goes. Blessed Blades is like another form of rally, kind of like with a war horn type ability that I have on Vasti. This one right here, where it's like everyone's stronger now. But anyway, I'm not sure where we left off, but let's go warping down to the objectives we have to deal with, because right there, right off the bat, we're gonna have our Blackwall mission. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and work on Memories of the Grey, since apparently the next thing I need for Blackwall is just right up the slope. So here we go. What are we finding here? Anyone gonna attack us? We safe? Alright, right. There's a central radius, we have to kind of follow it for a bit. I haven't done Memories of the Grey for a while. Mostly because they're all spread out and everywhere anyway. A pristine griffin feather.
I appreciate this, Inquisitor.
Does Dorian slightly approve? 40 influence. Okay. So that's basically taken care of. So what do we have here? There we go. Unfinished business. Take down Sir Rebinger Torn in the Ferelden Hinterlands. Let's go have some fun with Cassandra. I'm sure oh, Blackwall greatly approves. Oh, that's neato. I feel like this is going to be a very resilient party because we have 3 tanks, which have their own methods of generating guard and stuff. So I think we're going to largely be safe. I didn't really look at their equipment, but I think we'll be fine anyway because this is not a very high level area. This is a concerning looking zone, isn't it? Some sort of... Oh, there's going to be actual enemies in there, aren't there? Let's take a look around. You are? You're... Oh, Sir Rebinger Torn is level 7. That's so adorable.
One of the Templar targets.
Hello, friend. Look at me! Oh, he turned invisible. That's somewhat surprising. Oh, wow, I could still find him, though. Oh, what the fuck's up with the giant bear? Okay, Pillar of Awesome! That was cool. That was fun to use. Come on. Just fall over. There we go. Taking care of more... What? I'm not cool with the giant bear, though. That's terrifying. Large bear. Large bear is higher level than everyone we're here to actually fight. That's pretty funny. Still, though. We're a bunch of really hard-to-kill tanks, and we're fighting low-level enemies. I'm just gonna go ahead and progress. Cassandra greatly approves. I feel bad about the greatly approves thing. That means that the one time I picked up a Grey Warden thing without Blackwall, he probably likes me less now. What the fuck is happening? Oh! That's the Necromancer ability. The bear has... Wow, that's freaky looking. The bear's been replaced by a mark that just kind of wanders around. That's a freaky visual. Okay, so what do we have around here because we killed that asshole? Wow, I have a cool looking shield, by the way. Scout mail? Probably nothing worthwhile around here, but I might as well just grab it because... Oh, wow. That was the actual bear's corpse. Oh. That's some of the claws we're actually trying to get. So that's one of the great bears we're trying to kill for that. Let's claim this. Please don't be a poem. God damn it. I thought that I left the saga of Tyr de Bradax of our mother long behind, but there's still more. Okay. 8th stanza. Again. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of guard on my health bars, by the way. It's new to see. Tyr de Bradax of our chieftain, strong her tribe with dwarven trade. Strong her tribe with dwarven trade. Really? Okay. That's not how words quite work, but nice try. Battles brought to men and demons, one with wisdom, fire, and blade. Then did Tyrda look to Hender, dwarf prince friend, children giver. Took her freedom, Hender glad, wished her what he could not give her. Chosen. Oh, this is so awkward to read. I'm out of practice now because we haven't seen them for a while. Chose her child to stand as chieftain after all last wrongs were righted. Gifted goods of worldly want, left her tribe no more benighted. Skyward, one last trek she made, to her lover dream delivered. Raven feathered, reunited, hearts both whole, now neither aching. I'll be honest, I don't like poetry. Like pretty much any, I don't really like any poetry for the most part. It's just, I'm like, just use words. Just use words. You can use clever words. You can have like a cool... You can use cool alliterative tricks, and you can use like clever evocative imagery and stuff like that. But just use sentences, though, please. Please use real sentences. Okay, so we have Venator to kill there, a rift. Find the key to Valimar, deep trouble. Okay, that's new. The key to Valimar is locked. So that's actually something that's related to that's still related apparently to the mission with That's still related to Varric's mission. So I'm gonna come right down here to deal with the Venatori and this rift. Then I might kill some claw. I might do some quick claw and rifting stuff over here, but I'm gonna want to have. I think I want to have Varric in my party again before I go down there necessarily. We'll keep going though. I'll switch to Dorian. For some reason, it seems if we're gonna fight anything, it kind of seems neat to play as the actual character who we're doing it for. Crystal Grace. This seems like that's probably one of those relatively rare gems, judging from its general appearance there. Man, I have a lot of abilities here. Oh, I can use haste. I might use haste in the next fight just for shits and giggles to see what happens. I'll be honest, I was kind of hoping my party would say something by now. We're using such a weird party composition that I thought some cool banter would start happening. I think that's probably going to be my approach to, let's see. Because everyone's low level around here, I think as I explore the hinterlands and do anything that I have that's still missing, I'm probably going to specifically avoid using any of the characters I normally use. Oh wow, there's that must be Blackwell's crazy Guardian ability where he makes it so you can't pass him. That's crazy looking. I think I'm going to specifically avoid using... I've used Cole, Sarah, Vivian, and Solus for a long time now, and I'll probably stick with them during story missions and like stuff that's actually of level to be difficult. But if I'm going to continue exploring hinterlands and finishing off what's left of the quests, I'll probably use various party compositions of people that I'm don't normally have around. Just because they're not usually tough enemies. Oh wow, level 15. Okay. Turns out this rift is more interested in scaling than some of the other ones have been. Okay. Okay. I'm actually in some danger here. Because this rift is like the same level as my party, isn't it? Am I eating my words already? What level are you? You're level 16. Okay, it's still lower. Not by much though. Okay, first of all, do you have Dispel? You do have Dispel. Let's dispel that bubble right there. Oh. Oh, is Spell Purge an AoE around your current location? Shit, okay, well, let's clear commands and just get everyone to start attacking this Rage Demon. In particular, because I would like some of you tanks to get his attention before he murders my face-off as the character who is actually squishy. Let's get that part going first. There we go. Then is Cassandra nearby? Cassandra's nearby, so now Cassandra can have you use Dispel first to get rid of its shield. There we go. Oh, Dorian casted Dispel on his own too. Whoopsie. Anyway, quick healing potion. Was not expecting to have to actually think during this fight. I would have gone in from the get-go with more strategy if I was expecting it to actually have difficulties attached to it. Oh, my Dispel's already back up. I must have had that thing active where your spell doesn't have a cooldown because of something. You guys... Wow, you guys are not doing anything to generate guard in there, are you? I guess let's use Unbowed. Fasty, you can use... You could use Charge. That'll give you some guard. Wow, yeah. Whatever's happening here, they lost all their guard like immediately, didn't they? Where's the Rage Demon? There we go. I'm just trying to do whatever I can real quick to make them generate a little bit of, Is it because of these Wraiths? It's probably because the Wraiths are high level and dangerous. I may have made a mistake by having them focus on the Rage Demon, but right now, I feel like the best course is probably to just, commit. Oh! Hey, I can cast Haste. There we go. That'll be comical, right? Because now everyone's moving in slow motion. I'll bubble my party to keep them going. They should be able to hopefully generate some, while everyone's moving slow and Bubble's active, they should hopefully... Did you just cast Barrier on yourself? I thought I told you to cast it on them over there. How did you cast it on yourself? That was weird. Oh, you self-barriered because you were dying, right. Oh shit, is that the radius of slow, or is it not affecting him? Immunity, physical effects, immunity, a bunch of stuff, sundered and taunted. Are they not even moving slower? Oh no, they're definitely moving slower. Okay, he's screwed. Cassandra, can you cast Dispel? No, you can't. So we're just gonna have to pummel through that armor. I don't want Dorian to cast Dispel because I don't want, I want to be able to reduce the length of the next wave. If it seems like I'm making dumb decisions during this fight, it's because I don't really know what I'm doing. It is weird having a totally different composition of your party just suddenly. I was okay with it because I wasn't expecting real fights. I thought that this whole zone was going to be too low, but I guess certain parts of it still scale. Until today, I think the highest level thing I saw around here, aside from the dragon area, I guess, was all level, like, stuff roughly in the area of, like, being, like, level 12, which I should be 4 levels higher than now. Alright, so... Bubbles are active, so let's dispel something to just clear the area a bit. Oh right, I could have dispelled something with you, huh? Quickly? That didn't work, did it? Nope, didn't work. They still came out. The problem with obviously with Cassandra is that hers... Wow, we are out of potions. Who in this party is... Okay, yeah, I might have to go back to having a normal party composition, because I think we don't have damage output in this party, so everyone's just... The whole thing's just kind of falling apart overnight. Whoopsie. I'm just trying to get to the Venatori right now. See, so they're all shades? Is there a single wraith, or are they all shades? They're all shades. Okay, so let's focus on this shade, just to have consistency in the group. And as Dorian, I'm going to try to get behind my allies. Wow, really? Cassandra's dead. Okay. I would appreciate it if you backed off, buddy. Gonna get off of me? Enjoy all this AoE. Oh god, that hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Stop it. This is not quite working out as planned. On top of being an awkward party composition, this... Oh wow, I take a lot of damage per hit. Can't I, like, scare you away? Are you scared now? You're panicked. Does that mean... Is he still gonna chase me? He's not gonna chase me, okay. Huh, that was annoying. On top of being an awkward party I'm not really used to controlling, I also have to worry about the fact that they might not have... Most of this party might not be very well equipped. Like, Vasti's not dying at all because he's got his horrifyingly powerful armor, but Cassandra and Blackwall just kind of get the dregs of what's left over, if I remember, because there's 3 characters that have identical, pretty much identical equipment requirements. Let's bubble people up. Thankfully, I'm only really here to kill a Venatori agent and move on, so that'll probably also be low level, just like the previous stuff I'd encountered. And then we'll move on to the other stuff with the slightly different party that doesn't involve 3 warriors, awkwardly. This is not a good party composition. What's awkward is when I get to the western approach, in that area, it also wants me to it also has a Cassandra mission right next to a Blackwall mission. It's weird, because, like, they set it up so that Cassandra and Blackwall realistically will probably be tanky characters in your party, and Iron Bull will probably be a DPS character. Like, that's kind of how they set things up, I think, with the character setups, especially since, specifically, Iron Bull's the one that has the Reaver, specialization, which is all about taking damage and just dealing damage back and everything. So it's weird that they would specifically put Cassandra and Blackwall missions next to each other, both here and in Western Approach. Wow, I have nothing to heal her with. I forgot to give her even restoration potions. The good news is the Venatori mission's right there, and it's probably not even hard. It's probably this rift we just closed is probably harder than dealing with this one random Venatori asshole that's going to be over here. Ooh, elf fruit. Always got to pick that up. But yeah, like I feel like Blackwall, because I've heard Cassandra just from the very get-go, she just is your tank that you start off with. She's the only one that fits the bill, so I think she by default will be a tank in most parties. And then you get Blackwall, who is literally the champion character, which is the tankiest tank that ever tanked your tank. So having the idea that they both have missions right next to each other in 2 different zones is weird to me, because then they're encouraging you to bring both characters together for the sake of efficiency, and that seems odd to me. Let's see. I could let's do a fire mine. Hey buddies, was that a fire mine or was that the other spell? I may have mixed that up. Oh, that's the fire mine. I accidentally casted the instant fire spell. Whoops. The important news is that I can bubble everybody mostly. There, or just Cassandra. Whatever, she's the one that needs it the most. Get away from me, buddy. Back off. Be terrified and stuff. There we go. Oh, this guy's after me now. Don't do that. Don't chase me. Rude. I'm gonna do that thing to you. I'll be honest. I'm not. I'm kind of pressing buttons right now because I'm playing as 3 characters that have specializations I've never really used up to this point. Oh, I marked that guy, so he duplicated. Right, that's what that one is. When if I play as Cassandra, Blackwall, or Dorian, they're covered in spell effects that I've never seen. They have a bunch of spell tiles I've never seen before, so I don't really know what button to press half the time. Alright, Dorian greatly approves. Way to go. He's all happy with me. Now we just need to look for loot in the area, and then I can move on with a slightly different party. Since if we're going to do any of these other quests, like the Dorian and Blackwall quests and Cassandra quests, all involve leaving this area. But I'd rather finish this area before moving on. So we have Embrium. There doesn't seem to be any items in camp. So I guess that's that, huh? Alright, we're gonna continue on, but I'm gonna revamp my party a little bit to be a little more balanced. And then we're gonna continue on and wiping out this little quest zone, just because I feel like I've left this little chunk of Hinterlands incomplete for long enough. Oh, wait. Oh, before we do that, let's go over there. It looks like there's a we have a Dorian, another piece of the Venatori Dorian quest is right up there. My bad. Alright, so we're here in the northern area. We have a slightly different party composition with Varric and Vivian subbed in, because I'm about to be using Varric soon anyway. I guess I should switch to him, because he can open up this fight a little bit. Actually, yeah. Let's just have some fun here. Hey guys! Traps! It's fun. We have fun here. Okay. This is the last little mission that, in the area that I can see at least, that Dorian wants us to take care of. Oh, that's a mine, isn't it? No, that's not the mine, that's the, instant explosion. I mix those up constantly. They just look like fire circles. It's very easy to not tell which one's which. There we go, this is the main spellbinder there. Interestingly, I didn't see a 3rd one on the map. The quest says kill 3 Venatori with Dorian, but I only see 2 spots on the map for it, so maybe the 3rd one unlocks. I'm hoping I didn't accidentally kill one of them without Dorian, and that he's gonna be mad at me now or something. So that's the spot on the map. So we finished the quest, at least for this spot. Anything locational around here? Oh, delayed explosion. I'm so sorry, random animal. That's not horrifying at all. Random fire mine obliterates Fennec. What's around here? Does this place up here have a... No, there's no sign in Redcliffe Village of a There's just 1 diamond, which is for the business arrangement person. No sign of Dorian's Venatori. What about down here? Nope, 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 and nope. So yeah, that's all we can do for now for Dorian's Venatori mission. So I'm gonna head back down here to the camp we were just at. We're gonna deal with some bear and rift type problems next, I think, with Varric in the party.